Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking into something we see every day, something so common maybe we don't think about it enough, water.
Mm-hmm.
But it's much more complex than it seems, right?
Yeah.
Our goal here is to really understand why water is so incredibly vital for, well, everything. And I'm happy to have our expert here to guide us.
Glad to be here. It's a fascinating topic.
So let's start right at the beginning. Just fundamentally, why is water so essential? Why does all life on Earth depend on it?
That's definitely the place to start because, its importance really stems from its basic properties and just how much of it there is. Think about it. Water covers about, 71% of the Earth's surface.
Right, a huge amount.
Exactly. And it's not just out there, it's in us too. Our bodies are mostly water, around 60% for an adult.
Wow, I didn't realize it was quite that high.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of function, for humans, it's like our internal temperature controller. Keeping that core temperature stable is critical. Just a small change can really mess up how our enzymes work, the things that drive all our bodily functions.
Okay, so temperature regulation, what else?
Well, it's also the main transport system. It carries nutrients to our cells, and just as importantly, it helps flush out waste products. Think urination, perspiration.
Right, getting rid of the bad stuff.
Precisely. Without enough water, those basic biological processes they grind to a halt.
Okay, that clearly shows why we need it personally. But let's zoom out a bit. How does this importance play out on a bigger scale, globally, in big sectors like farming or manufacturing?
Absolutely. Its role extends far beyond just keeping us alive individually. Agriculture is a massive one. Crops obviously need water to grow. Without a reliable water supply, food production just collapses.
Yeah, you hear about droughts impacting harvests.
Exactly. And the amount of water needed can be surprising. It can take well over 2,000 liters of water to produce just 1 kilogram of beef.
Whoa.
Or, say, 1,600 liters for a single avocado. It's what people sometimes call virtual water, the water embedded in products.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And industry.
Industry, too, very heavily reliant. Water's used as a solvent in many processes, for cleaning things, and crucially, for cooling machinery. Lots of factories need water to prevent overheating.
Okay.
And let's not forget energy. Hydroelectric power obviously depends on water flow. But even thermal power plants need huge amounts of water to create steam, which then drives turbines to generate electricity.
So it really is woven into, well, almost everything we do and use.
Pretty much, yes.
Yet, we hear so much about water crises, water stress. If it covers so much of the planet, what are the actual problems people face getting clean water?
That's a really critical point. There's a difference between total water and accessible clean water. And access is a huge challenge for millions, billions of people globally.
Why is that?
Several big reasons. Pollution is a major one. Things like industrial discharge, chemicals from farming, sewage, they all contaminate rivers, lakes, groundwater.
Making it unsafe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then there's climate change. It's changing rainfall patterns, leading to more intense droughts in some places, severe floods in others. Both disrupt supply.
All right, it's unpredictable.
And finally, there's simple overuse. In many areas, we're pulling water out of rivers and aquifers much faster than nature can replenish it. So sources are literally drying up.
That sounds pretty serious. It paints a worrying picture. So let's talk solutions. What can we actually do? What practical steps can listeners, individuals, communities take to help conserve water?
It's definitely something where collective action matters, but individual choices add up. Conservation is becoming more and more important. And some things are quite simple, really. Fixing leaks at home, for example. A dripping faucet might seem small, but it can waste thousands of liters a year.
That's true. Easy fix.
Yeah. And choosing water-efficient appliances helps too. Things like low-flow shower heads, toilets that use less water per flush, efficient washing machines. They make a difference over time.
Okay, practical tips.
But beyond our direct use, it's also remembering water's role in nature. Ecosystems depend on it. Rivers, lakes, oceans, they're habitats for countless species.
So protecting water sources also protects wildlife.
Absolutely. Protecting water quality and quantity is fundamental to maintaining biodiversity. Healthy ecosystems rely on healthy water systems.
So if we were to boil it all down,
Yeah.
the main takeaway seems to be that water isn't just important, it's, well, foundational. It holds everything up.
That's a good way to put it. Foundational. It underpins our health, our economies, our planet's biodiversity. It truly is precious and fundamentally irreplaceable.
Right.
And understanding that value, really internalizing it, is the first step. It helps us see why we all need to play a part in protecting it, using it more wisely to ensure it's there for the future.
A shared responsibility then.
Definitely.
So maybe something for everyone listening to think about as they go about their day. When you turn on the tap or choose what food to buy, how are those choices connecting you to this bigger water story, affecting not just you, but the wider world?